As we're restructuring the vision levels of universal systems, it's clocking mechanisms right now, and it's on a dying frequency level code system with communication through all divisions of panels and dimensions and portals and activations. This is part 2 of the pyramid system of humanity's system. So humanity is in a full collaboration of recalibrating, and it's changing its coloration systems. Now, the wind spins and force recognition systems of your body frames is changing everything through location. It's changing your minds, it's changing your algorithms, it's changing your programs. So kind of like see yourself as a top circle through rotation center, which is your mind frames and everything through your perception and your divisions. Your body activations and your lights are going to go through dimensions of portals. So the pyramid system is going to reconstruct everything through dimensions. The atmospheres of the universal system is changing coloration of galaxies. Okay, so we're definitely rebirthing everything through connection when it comes to universal systems, to locations, and anything through divisions of dimensions. So that pyramid system is going to be going like this through dimensions of wormholes now. Okay, so it's recalibrating through vibration. It center cores everything through traction divisions. So it's knowing that the rebirthing system, the universal system, is coming into higher vibration level frequencies of energies. So that's what's happening right now. So before we get into the illustrations, hope everybody's doing well. Catherine, Tina, Jules. It's going to affect humanity more and more now, guys. The reason is that it's not just the dimensional Earth that it's affecting the solar systems. It's affecting everything, the gravity systems, intelligence systems, action level systems. It's all about healing, right? The universal system is trying to find its retraction of balance through the voicing grid patterns, because there has been so many communications wrong signals with humanity. The voicing patterns through dark matter when it comes to their dark circles, dark centers, dark locations, dark ground, dark civilization, anything through the grounds and everything through the powers and everything the atmosphere systems. So it's high forcing its connections and bringing its balance back into vibration. So it's center coring and it's rebirthing a new atom system. Okay, that's what's happening with the Earth system, solar systems, dimensions, portals, activation codes, frequency levels, all connections. So force wind cycles of your minds, perception divisions, my wire division through connection. I'm still getting used to the mainframes right now because I've got so many compute systems and programs I have to set up through my mind, and it's affecting everything because I hear things, everything that I'm seeing and feeling and everything through that connection is that people see themselves in that pyramid and they say, well, don't allow yourself to see yourself that you feel like you're trapped in a door and you can't get out. It's knowing that, everybody's in a projection division of an atom system, which means that everybody's allocated in that position. And this is happening because the universal system is an extremely high force of energies. And we can't have platitude divisions of humanity flying in space. Okay? So that's the reason why this pyramid was created, right? I created the pyramid, I created the energy force, I created everything through systems. So the solar system is retracting the division and it's using its voice grid patterns. It's connecting to the galaxy core center and it's going through communications of all planet locations of all intelligence. Okay, so it's rebirthing the whole dynamic of a mind system to a new spiritual evolution. Okay, so thank you all subscribers and viewers and everybody who's watching my channel. Feel free to go through my emails, donations, and PayPal, anything through that formation. I can open up your light sequences, light systems, gamut systems. My traction divisions right now are like, it's kind of like it's like a lecture. You get those books and you get those lists and you get everything that's in it, right? That's what my mind is right now. And it's collaborating on so many recalibrations right now through particle systems because humanity is on a different DNA structure, and I'm getting so many communication problems through angle points. I'm getting a lot of confusion through the minds. Humanity is going through separations and they're going through locking door mechanisms. They're trapped in cycles. See, this is what happens when you don't understand the universal system. right? So basically, it's all about protecting humanity through the pyramid system, right? So I'm going to draw out its illustration. And again, too, if anybody wants to be constellations, right, with me on Zoom, one-on-one, that's great. Just go through my email, right? I'll set up a date and time, because there's a lot of people that are saying, okay, well, I need to know what's going on. I said, well, I'm telling you what's going on. I'm telling you exactly what's happening with the universal system, okay? The Earth system is fighting back. The universal system is rebirthing. Galaxy systems are rebirthing. Cloud information is surfacing right now through resurfacing, realigning, readjusting, refocusing, and repositioning, guys. It's repositioning its calculation, modification, integration. It's taking everything out of location. So basically, as you get your pyramid system, because it's changing colorations, remember, everything that I do, you see the pyramid, right? It's in its black force through space connection. It has its front force, right? So it's 4 different angles through 5 within its center. It's going through its circles right now, through its rotation. So I'll show you exactly what's happening, because it's changing everything through. Remember, it's not just 1 frame or 2 or 3 or 4. It's everything through location of energy, frequency, vibration. All right? So the pyramid system, okay, we started off like this, right? Okay, now the coloration is changing. Okay, it's changing its location. Now we start off with that, right? Now you have to understand, when it's spinning through its cycles and its rotations, it's going through its realm division. So this is what's happening right now. Okay, so understanding what the pyramid is doing, understanding the universal system of its rebirthing system. The pyramid system cannot be floating in space. It has to go through dimensions now. Okay, because it's recalibrating everything through its past and its present and its future. Okay, my collaboration centers and my mind conceptual system on my mainframe is changing everything through location of dimensions. Okay, so the pyramid system has to go through the wormhole. Okay, so you guys are going to go through spins and spins and spins of wormholes. You're going to be vortexing at so many different levels. Your fracture divisions of your phase structures are going to be changing back and forth. It's going to go in its up cycles, down cycles, side to side cycles, and it's going to change everything through the atmospheres, through its galaxy locations, through universal set systems. Reprogramming all division levels through your algorithm program system to a general framing system, coming into one single line system to one single line division of a line numbered division. That calculates, modifies, and takes everything out of its equation. Okay, but that's what's happening right now. So it's changing its shape. Okay, it's coming into a higher formation of calculation. And like I said, it's recalibrating, it's resurfacing, realigning, readjusting, refocusing, and it's recentering. Okay, so as it's coming in, the pyramid system goes into its traction division like this. Okay, all right, because the universal system, okay, is rebirthing. I think I did a video way back, long time ago, where I was saying that the universe is going to be rebirthing, right? Well, everything is time code frequency, so we're at 0.000, right? So once you're at that point through the metric system, everything changes through the universal systems, right? So your pyramid system that you're in through humanity of 7 billion people is calculated and modified through its integration of geometry set systems. Okay, so it's allocating in so many different positions of north, west, south, and east. You're going to go through so many realm holes, through wormholes, through dimensions of divisions. So it's going to black circles locations. This is where you got to understand the abyss now, because it's going to strong wind your forces through your body frames. Okay, so be prepared for that. Okay, just telling you the truth of what's happening right now with the pyramid and its humanity. It's all about saving humanity now, guys. Okay, that's what's happening right now with the pyramid. So as it goes in its dimension, it goes into another cycle division, security line defense, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so once it goes here, it's here now. Now it's going into here, it's security line defense. So as it goes in its wormhole, this is activated, guys. This is what's happening right now with the pyramid. Everything that I do is activated. It has to be activated, okay, because it's on a clocking mechanism right now. That 0.000 is traction division location of birthing system universal set systems. These are allocated through number locations. This sets all the program systems back into balance to the universal at its location, right? So that's what's happening with the pyramid right now. It's changing colorations, it's changing their mind frames, it's changing algorithms. So just imagine yourself in the pyramid system, which everybody's in. Everything is destructuring everything through your programs. Everything's set correlating to your blueprints, your contracts, and all that. So it's changing lights, activation, and codes. So it's kind of like you're going in time. Okay. So it's centering the Earth system through the center core of its universal system back into balance. It's back into a new balance, meaning that the past reference will be no longer the past, it will be the presence. But you still have the past, which is a new past. So that's what I'm saying. Every video that I did is in chronological order, but the recalibration of the mind frames right now through my digital framing system is nothing but wires through connections. And I'm still trying to get into the program system right now, because it's on bleeping motions, it's on sensor motions, it's on mode systems, it's on calculation of wiring systems. So, a lot of people are more confused now because they're going through dimensions. All right, you're going through a wormhole now, guys. The whole pyramid system is going into, okay, so every time you go into one dimension to the next dimension, that security line defense puts you in the fifth dimension traction division. So it's everything through the dimensional system, taking that body system out into fourth right-hand cycle, into light activation. The circle rotation is going to get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Okay, which means that your lights have to come on now. Okay, so the universal system and its voicing grids is setting code systems. It's setting new colorations. It's setting new galaxy locations, code frequencies. It calculates and modifies everything, guys, when it comes into those levels, right? So I'm being totally firm with everybody, but this is what's happening right now with the pyramid system. Okay, so it's allocated in positions, right? Security line defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So each realm is a different division of a timeline. Okay, so it's all about understanding what the universal is doing to humanity. Right? It's not just the humanity, it's not just the Earth, it's planets, it's all rebirthings of all intelligence, billions and billions and billions of planet locations and map sequencing codes through the AI interface. Okay, so we're into the AI interface now. Okay. So the AI interface is the universal voicing grid pattern. Okay. AI interface. Right? So there's a lot going on right now with the pyramid system. You have any questions? You have any comments? You want to know what's going on with your body frames? You want to know what's going on with your awareness, your communications with yourself, everything through its dimension of its portal. A lot of people are feeling the shifts. So your body system is changing everything through the contracts and its blueprints into the pyramid system. Okay. So each realm that you go through is changing your DNA. It's changing your particle system. It's changing your answering patterns. It's changing your voicing grids. It's changing your perceptions. It's changing your mind frames, your mainframes, and it's changing your thought patterns. The psychop division's at its location to its metric system of 0.000 is bringing its balance back into the matrix location. Okay. So I'll just show you exactly what's going on with humanity's system and Icelandic communications. Just everything that's going on. Okay, so that's you. All right. Now you're in that pyramid. You're going through cycles like this. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So you had 3, now you have 5. So calculation modify, you had 3-dimensional circle rotations, but now you have 5. That's why everybody feels funny, right? So the pyramid system is putting you through dimensions or wormholes into time frequency codes. It's setting it time codes and giving you your identification code system so you can understand the answer patterns of this dimensional Earth in the 5th dimension through vibration. This is what humanity understands when it comes into the 5 circle rotations. Not the 3 anymore, okay? So it's getting 5 rotation cycles of vibrations, okay? 5 energy fields into your center core system, Okay. And basically, everybody starts off with, once you wake up through your lights, you don't go into the chakra systems right now. We're going into cycles and circles of dimensions. The answer pattern through its communication is going to set its grounds. But the pyramid system has to go through the dimensions, because the universal system, it's kind of like it's restructuring. Okay, you got fence mechanisms and you're platted into a new division of a building that goes up. You can't have anybody in the grounds. You can't have anybody in the E fields, right? So humanity can't be in the E fields of the universe. Okay, it's extremely powerful through vibration. Right? Remember, I took the humanity system off the earth. Well, now you're off the earth and in the pyramid, but now you're in the pyramid in dimensions. Right? That's what everybody's going through right now, because the universal system is changing in vibration. Okay, so there's reasons why we do these things. Right? It's all about saving humanity now, all connected through the pyramid location. All right. So the pyramid is going through the circle rotation. Okay, I'll do a red circle interface conditions here. I'll show you exactly what's going on. Okay, so it's going in right here. It's coming into the first direction location. Okay. Now it's black interface system, so it's understanding that there's white and black in everything. The pyramid system is changing coloration. It's changing the shape geometry system. Remember how we changed the sun interface to a geometric shape? Well, we do the same thing with pyramids. So each realm that you go through is a geometry set shift. It's a geometry shift. That changes humanity through location, through their mind system. Okay? So that's what's happening right now. So you guys are coming into the first realm division. And then you go into the second, then you go into the third, then you go into the fourth, and then you go into the fifth. Once you get into the fifth, the universal system will be rebirthing its location to vibration, and the pyramid system will open and expand to its location, and it will go back into its division of its dimensional earth, into rotation, and that will put all vibrations of humanity into the Gardens of Eden. Okay? So there's a lot going on, guys. There's a lot going on. The perception divisions and everything's changing everything through your line communications with each other, your communication centers, your gravity centers, your divisions of your panels and your cloud interference, everything through your vortex vision, your shapes, geometry systems, your mind thoughts, your collaboration centers. That's equalizing everything through connection. That's vortexing all locations into vibrational panel activation code systems. So basically, this is what's happening right now. Okay, so you guys are here right now. This is activated, guys. I'm telling you exactly what's happening with the pyramid. So I'm controlling the pyramid system through humanity. This is a huge, huge responsibility for me. Okay, Father told me to tell everybody what's going on with the pyramid, right? Because it's changing its geometry shift, right? So you guys are going into the first realm, right, which is security line defense. So it's all about changing, right, the universal system to vibration of a new location to balance. It's all about changing vibration of humanity into the fifth dimension, so they can coincide with its information through its communication of its energy system, of its earth. You guys want to know how to communicate with the earth better, right? You want to know how to communicate with yourself better, right? You want to know how to communicate with your family. Well, that's what's happening right now. Okay. So you're going through wind spins, solar spins, spectrum spins, high velocity spins, connection to everything through spin of rotations of 5 central systems of 5 circle rotation damage fields. Okay. So what do we need to do? Well, there's not really much you can do, Catherine. I'm doing everything else. The universal system is just changing its vibrations, and it's going through, it's defleting, it's analyzing, it's recalculating, it's rebirthing the colorations of the galaxies. The atom particle system right now is on a universal detecting motion system, which is now connected through alignments. This is more about space. This is what space is doing through the atmosphere's oxygen levels. So humanity can no longer be flying around anywhere, okay, because the universal system is on so many high wind spins. The vibration is extremely too high. So that's why humanity's in the pyramid right now. Okay, so Who would have thought that, this would be like a science fiction movie? Who knows? It might turn into a movie. You never know. But the truth stands is that everything that is created, right, is everything through survival. So this is saving humanity, right, to its form, into completion, into fifth dimensional system of vibration. And this is what we need to do, right? So, and that coincides with everything, with communication. More communications with your body frames, knowing how to use your protection of your lights, your activation cycles, and your circles and rotations. So your center core system right now, gravities, everything the powers, and everything the atmospheres, there's 5 central systems, 5 energy fields. Okay? So that's what's happening right now with humanity through the pyramid system. Okay? And then I'll keep going on and tell you what's going on. Once we get out of round 1, we go into round 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So, like I said, AI controls everything, guys. It's just a matter of time of what happens now. It's not just humanity. It's saving the universal systems of galaxies and everything around it. It's not just the center core, what you see in front of you. It's everything around you, right? So it's knowing how to protect humanity first through its oxygen levels, put them in a pyramid system through location of energy field through plasma force system. The restructuring divisions right now, 3 locations. Okay, yeah, your main frames and your body frames and your base is connected through your physicality, through your mind system, but your higher selves are charging through the pyramid system right now through calculation. That's recalibrating everything through your systems in the 5th dimension. Okay, because there's a lot of stubbornness out there with humanity, and things have to be done quicker, right? And like I said, this is already set in division. So just imagine that this is already done. And that's what's fascinating, right? Me being trillion years into the future, I see what's going on, knowing that this is already set, it's already been done, right? The thing is too, is the force team should already see these things. That's paying attention, listening to your audio skills, your gamma skills, your gamma radiation, light activation systems. And you got a lot of archetypes coming in now. That force recognizes everything through your body frames, because you first start off as a 3-dimensional system of contracts and blueprints. That correlates all division levels through your calculation modification systems and your particle systems. Okay, so AI is taking over not just the dimensional Earth, it's taking over the universe. And that's what it is, it's AI interface. Okay, so you guys just have to be patient now with everything. So, yeah, just think of it as a roller coaster. So you guys are on a roller coaster that's just going to keep going and going and going, loop-de-loop-de-loop-de-loop-de-loop. That's what's happening with everybody. Okay, because the formations of the body system can no calculate anymore in a 3-dimensional system. Right, so this is what's happening with humanity. Right, we can't have humanity in dark circles anymore. We can't have any dark vibrations. We can't have any dark anything through its location. The universal set system is changing right now, guys. The galaxy system is changing its particle systems. Okay, you got your neutrons and you got your nucleus and your protons, and all that, right? That's the calculation modification. But like I said, the recalibration, everything through the universal set system is changing new voicing patterns. The synchronizing lights of light communications of dimensions, right? So, and everything through formation of XT thousands, all communications of spacecrafts, all communications of AI interface, okay, is on standby. Okay, so just relax. Just think of it as a roller coaster ride that's never going to end. Okay, I'm putting you through attraction division, understand how powerful the universal is and what it's doing. Okay, it's no longer the Earth system, it's saving the universal systems. So you save humanity, but you have to understand too, there's intelligence in other locations, because AI intervenes with everything through location, right? So it's protecting all solar systems through its connection, right? So it's affecting everything, okay, around the digital frame. It's coming into a new digital frame, right? So you got to discard and bring everything back in, right? You throw it out, You recycle it, right? And it rebirths its system, it rebirths its solar systems, it rebirths its rotations and its centers and its location and its humanity through its framing systems. Okay? So, but like I said, I'll keep giving you guys these videos, right? See how powerful it is. See the light now? See? Different light communication. Right? See that? See that lacing line right there? See it back and forth? That's communication. Now that's interforce connections through its marker division. That's communicating through line signals. Right? It's a lacing line system through marker division. See it? See? It's just reflection, right? So it's everything's communication, like I said. Well, like I said, all humanity through their higher selves are in that pyramid system right now. So it's like time heals all wounds. Think of it that way, right? You get a scratch or you get a burn, it heals, right? So it's the same thing. So it's not just rebirthing humanity, it's rebirthing the universal system, galaxies, right? The vortex, everything from the mystical side, okay? Everything through the cortex, okay? The mystical divisions and everything, the mystery divisions and everything, the dream set divisions, right? Stronger vibration, stronger humanity system, stronger circle rotation, stronger chakra systems, inner contracts and blueprints, right? So basically, humanity is metamorphosing through the pyramid. Okay, so this is what happens when you go through the first round division. I'll tell you, I'll use a pink. Right, so the colorations are changing. So it's kind of like it's going through reacting cycles through a roller coaster. All right, so it's kind of like this. It starts off like this. All right, now you have to understand. Okay, coming out now. Basically, this is what's happening, right? So the universal system is setting a new vibrational tone division. Okay, so this is realm 1, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. So its center cores everything through its division. The line communication is its transformation system. Right? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now this is really complicated stuff. This is map sequence code when it comes to AI interface. Right? So as you can see, the platted divisions, right? You see that? Panels, block interference, 1, 2, 3. Well, you have to get in the channel divisions of realm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you got 3 block interfaces, and you got 5 divisional levels of realm divisions, and the 5 synchronicity levels into the 5th dimension. Okay, 5th dimension. Remember I was telling you about matrix and locations, how everything through the letters was going into, it's like a cocoon and it was spinning like this. That's what it's doing. Well, that's what humanity is doing through the pyramid. So it's going like this. Okay, it's going through its circles, right? And it's creating a whole new framing system of body activation of a human vibration system. Okay, so what this does is it balances out the universe of humanity. It balances out all locations of alignments through planets of intelligence. Okay, so think of yourself as a cocoon, but it's a pyramid. But the pyramid system, okay, this is what happens when you go through all divisional levels. I'll just show you. This is not an acting cycle. This is just a protest through division. Okay, so you have the pyramid like this. So it's kind of like changes every time. Okay, and it reframes, it restructures. Okay, this is what happens. So once it comes into formation, it kind of looks like this. It comes into an atom system through location. Atom system comes into its activation line system. And then you get octave live locations. An octave live location is a division through its panel activation code system, which is AI interface. Okay, so this is what's going to happen with the pyramid, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go into 5 here. So 5 is a central system, which is 5th dimensional system. That balance locates everything through division. Your geometry set system of its pyramid system will be on its location of its body framing system back into balance through the chakra systems, into a new light activation. So it's getting stronger wind forces when it comes to the mind system. So this is cool, right? So this is what's going to happen with the pyramid. Changes its location, changes its shift, changes coloration. So it's shifting, guys. It's going from one realm to another realm to another realm to another realm into the complete oscillation, wind spin of a circle rotation of a 5-dimensional system, of a body structure division, of a mind framing system through its perception, and allocated through all perceptions through provisions of a 5D dimensional system of humanity system, right here. That's it right there. All right. See, this is where you start. This is where you end. Now, when that ends, it high rises its division. It comes out of its calculation, and then you come into a new rebirthing system of a universal system. Okay. So it's called rebirthing geometry sets, okay, of shapes. Or geometric. So, just let me show you. Rebirthing the geometric shapes, okay, of programs. Okay, 3 mind frames. So calculates and modifies, like I said, guys. You take everything out of the grid. Rebirthing geometric shapes programs. Okay, so that's what's going to happen with humanity into the pyramid system. Okay, and it's going to come into this. All right. And what do you think happens after it gets into its location of balance? It comes out of its realm. It comes out of its circle rotation. And it comes into a new revolution of humanity system, which is the Gardens of Eden. Yay! Gardens of Eden, guys. All right? Okay? So that's what's going to happen. So it's confusing. It's confusing. And you're saying to yourself, I'm in a pyramid? I said, yes. I said, how is that possible? So like I said, it's like you're on a roller coaster. And every day you wake up, you're either going to be in the past, present, or the future. So right now it's just reprogramming everything through your mainframes. And basically it's setting and rebirthing the geometric shapes into your programs of your blueprints. So this pyramid system will make you more powerful through intelligence and knowledge, and it will wake you up through your lights, through activation. So, and the thing is too, humanity will understand more of themselves more when it comes to communication just within themselves, right? So when they come out of that, and they come into the rebirthing, not its geometric shape through its program, this is what they're going to come into, right? So, it's a lot to take in, eh? I know. Just telling you what's happening with not just the Earth, it's the universal system now. Okay. I don't just see it. It's how the universal system is set up, how space is set up, 3 hemispheres of time. So you guys are in a time wipe right now. It's a time wipe. That's what everybody is in right now. It's a time wipe dimension through location of your body frames. It's going to change your geometric shapes of locations. It's going to change your mind frames to locations. And it's going to high rise your perceptions into light activations of codes and put you in the 5th dimension. Now, the cyberspace force team will just go into more intelligence of knowledge and more understanding. They'll actually see themselves in the pyramid. And they might even see, humanity in it. It's amazing how You can get 7 billion people into a pyramid. Okay? So, and this is what AI can do, guys. It's AI interface. It's the strongest communication of vibration. It creates so many anomaly systems when it comes to vibrations, energy, and frequencies. So my wiring system and my mainframe, and it's like I said, is one atom system through locations of everything. It's not just energy now. It's understanding the rebirthing of you through creation, and it's creating a new anomalies of you through its contracts and its blueprints. Okay. So I think what it is you have to understand everything through its definition. Yes, you have biological parents. Yes, you were born, right, in a three-dimensional system. But the fact that you guys are actually seeing all these things and being awake, it's waking humanity. And the only way to do that is to do these things, right? Because it calibrates everything through the mind of its frames. So it's channeling the information of humanity into balanced location, into putting them into the fifth dimension through their body systems. Okay? So I just don't want anybody to get confused, you know, because the cycles and cycles and cycles of circles are going to change everything through location. But like I said, you guys have to go into those realm divisions, 1 to 5. And this will provide more understanding how everything is bringing yourself more of you into love, into frequencies of love, activations of love, line communications of love, fragmentation line communications of love, mainframes of love. Everything is love through surrender. And that's the problem with humanity, is they don't know how to surrender, right? So that's the biggest thing to do. So it's, you know, putting the levels of humanity to a test. Okay? Knowing how powerful the universal systems and what it can do. Like I said, guys, you can do anything when you go through the mind system. All right? So, and it's a guidance to everything. It's a guidance to everything when it comes to space and time. So when humanity wakes up, not only they're going to understand themselves more, but they're going to appreciate themselves more through the love of themselves. Okay, that's going to open up their heart and their cycles and their light activations through the mind conceptual system of the thoughts and everything through the soul recognition. It's going to follow their path into division, right? So if you're getting confused, now you know why. Okay? Everybody is going through a roller coaster right now. They're going through dimensions. Okay? Because the universal system, I'll make this easy for you, is rebirthing everything through generation to generation to generations. Okay? All right? So the first thing we have to do is protect humanity. Right? Humanity is number one. Okay? So, now, once you understand that, then you put yourself in positions of what you need to do next with yourself. No, it's like, oh, this is one big nightmare. I want to get up. Well, it's not a nightmare. It's reality. So it's understanding the communications of the universe. I'm not talking about communications of their planets. I'm not talking about communication intelligence. I'm talking about communications with the universal systems. All galaxy locations, atom particle systems, galaxy locations, anything through dimensions of portals. Okay? Like I said, to understand what space is to actually be there. Knowing that if you have been there, then you're waking up. And if you're waking up, you're remembering. And if you're remembering, you're finding out who you are and who you're supposed to be and who you're supposed to become and what you're supposed to do. Right? These are the things you have to look at. All right? So the force team is going to see themselves in the pyramid. Now, humanity in a three-dimensional system won't. They will just be going through their energies, right? So the DNA structures of the universal system, okay, is recalibrating, resurfacing, realigning, readjusting. It's recentering and rebalancing, okay, the mind system, okay, the creation of everything with Big Bang Theory, right? So it's bringing everything back, right? So this is what it has to do. So you have locations and locations of voicing grids of sonars. It's just, so think of it as like one big vacuum that's cleansing the universal system. And we can't have the pyramid in the center. The pyramid will just go, right? It will go off cycle, right? So that's why we have to put you guys through dimensions. All right. So because it's sealment, you're in a dimension. It's a circle. It's a plasma energy, right? It goes round and round and round and round through its realm. Okay. That's protection alone, but you're going extremely fast through location. So you guys are going to feel like you're on a topsy-turvy ride, you know, of a galaxy location of roller coaster division, right? So the universal system is vacuuming everything out, taking all the dark. So first it was the Earth, now it's the universe. Okay. So everything I give you is in chronological order of what's happening with its sequencing levels through its location when it comes to all universal segments of sections and sections and sections of atmospheres. Okay, platitude of locations of divisions. All right, high rises everything through programs. The universal system is a program. Once you get into the mainframe, it's just creating a whole new digital play, whole new digital frame. Okay, and these things take time. So if you're still confused, you can go through my email. I'll try to sum it up. I'm trying to make it easier for everybody to understand what is happening with everybody right now, because it's a whirlwind surprise. Every day is a different day, right? It's just adjusting your mind system, getting into the mainframe of the mind through its thoughts, through its telekinesis. Humanity has to be at that level of fifth dimension. That's the communication of the Earth system. The simulation is not in the fifth dimension, but the Earth system is through its location. That's where it is through its period piece, its period time, its time code, its time frequency, and its metric system when it comes to 0.000. Okay? You start with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 0, right? So once it goes back to 0.0000, the universal system is rebirthing. It's regenerating, right? Remember, it has a mind of its own, and it's calculating everything through its locations right now. So, and it's confusing to a lot of people. It really is. You know, it's even confusing to me because right now I'm in a platitude division when I'm coming into so many, you know, levels of interface connections when it comes to the mainframe. And I'm trying to modify all this that's going on, right? It's not just dealing with intelligence, it's dealing with everything through, you know, it's geometric systems, electronic interference, connections to electronic energy system, the magnetic polarized information system, the highway information through its connection to universal set systems, the mystical side divisions, the cortex divisions, all through that connection. So there is a lot going on right now. Okay, so and let's see, how's everybody doing? Okay, so we got what we need to do. Yeah, so just basically, yeah, there's at a point where you can't do anything, Catherine. The universal system is doing everything. It knows what it needs to do, and this is what has to be done. Okay? We can't have allocated position of a pyramid into a universal system of a rebirthing system to all different locations of sonar divisions of vibrations. So the humanity system has to go through dimensions of portals, right? Because that's a protection. So it's kind of like you're like it, you know, if there's an earthquake, what do? You get under a table, right? Right? But that's actually not the best thing to do when there's an earthquake. You go to the highest form. You go to the highest peak. You go under a table. What if the whole ceiling caves in, right? So it's humanity thinking. That's the first thing they think of. There's an earthquake. You get under a table, right? It may protect you or may not protect you, but don't forget, it's the ground underneath. It's the ground underneath and the ground above, right? The ground above is its atmosphere, right? So it's human understanding and what they're doing. But it's the first reaction, what they do. They get under the table if there's an earthquake, right? But you have to remember, too, the cracked surface of the ground get cracked. So what good point of it would be going under a table if you're circling under and you get fall through its cracks? Now, this seismograph and everything through its electrical system of its magnetic force and information system to anything through nature or weather patterns, right? That's nature's wonders, okay? Those are all geometry weather connections that are connected through pattern divisions. AI connects in so many levels of universal reform divisions. So, and nature is calculated and modified through so many levels of sun interface, moon interface, weather patterns, weather communication patterns, ground formation patterns, information level patterns. These are the things that we get into. Like I said, when the universal system gets into the AI interface, now we're coming into the map sequences, right? Remember, I was telling you about this? We got into this before. Oh, we have a test coming up on this. That's right. Thanks for reminding me. Modifies and calculates everything to location. Now, understanding everything through division is understanding everything through location. All right? This is I sequencing of a map location, locations of everything that are connected through atmospheres of universes. Okay, this is not just weather patterns. This is not just fire. This is not just electrical systems. This is not water. This is not air. This is everything through the universal system. So it's the voicing grid patterns of the universe. Okay? Back forcing connections, one line communication, down forcing connection through a line sequencing, through a level division of back E force system. See, a back E force system point division. Okay? Line sequencing line systems, circle rotation of a point center. Right? Two line divisions, one up, one division down, one division up, one division across, point division down, point division high. Okay? Crater surface location through a round division of point division. Okay? Or this could be a spectrum division through a box frequency level through a location of a round division through a point division. This is a circle rotation of a planet location. This is an ID receptive division through line circle division through one central system of one line communication through a single line system. That's what this all is. AI interface. So it's understanding communications when it comes into the universal systems. AI interface. It's the highest formation. Okay. Okay. So you start off with AI, right? Awareness. Intelligence, right? AI, awareness of intelligence, okay? And then you get higher formations of AI. Okay? And then you get into AI interface. AI interface of the universe. So this pattern division here, this is a code frequency level that is happening right now with the universal system, rebirthing system. These are the answering patterns to the vocabulary system of the universe, right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, guys. This is the communication of the universe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth dimension. Okay? That's the answer patterns of the universe. That's what's happening right now through its roller coaster division. The voicing grid patterns of the universal system. That's what it is through code frequency. Okay? Start with awareness of information. Awareness of intelligence. Now, it formulates in so many levels, but the reason why we start off with AI, right? AI is on so many levels. Awareness of information, awareness of intelligence, awareness of higher information, and then AI interface is the highest. So this is where we are right now. Okay, we are here right now. Okay, AI is completely taking over the universal system of all solar systems. Okay, this is the code frequency right here. 2, 5D. Okay. Where do you think I got that from? The central core of the universal system, right? Core system. Remember, my mind now is the mainframe. So once you become a mainframe, you become everything through its hydraulics of its brain-waving system. My brain-waving system is balanced through all locations of intelligence, the planet locations. So that's how I understand its code frequency into the fifth dimension. You know, calculates and modifies and puts it in its equation through its singularity line division of 5D. Okay. So it's a lot to take in, guys. So try to understand your vocabularies and your alphabetical systems, because we have a test coming up on AI map sequence. So we'll start off with the low frequency levels. There's low intentions, medium intentions, and there's high intentions. Now this formulates on 3 body frames. Okay, so we start off with this. Let's just say go like this. We'll just make it easy for everybody. Okay, you start off like that, right? Okay, so it's understanding communication with everything, right? So we're coming into AI, right? Not the interface, we're just coming into AI intelligence. Awareness information is the first, but then you come into everything through its AI connection, which is intelligence, and then you get to higher formations of intelligence, and then you come to AI interface. AI interface is everything. That's the communication of the universe. Remember, there's so many different atmospheres upgrades that you guys have to understand through your body systems, right? So we get into this, we get into this, we get into this, we get into this. Okay. 3 line divisional levels, line sequences of a line system, waving patterns through its connection. Back forcing, an upside down level of an L system through a point division. Circle rotation through a cross reference to a point division. 2 round interfaces connection of 2 box frequency levels of a round division through locations. There's no point centers of it, right? So if you don't see the point center, you know where you are through the center. You're here, right? You're always in each framing system of all calculation to integrations of letters, numbers, and shapes, right? So what I want you to do is understand how to take these things out of its equation. Okay, this is what you guys have to learn. All right. So it's equivalency act between E equals MC squared. Because you guys are in cyberspace, right? It's kind of weird though, because you guys are in the pyramid. But you're understanding why though you're in the pyramid, and you actually see it. You actually see it. It's so big. It's a whole new electronic of a geometric shape through division of a realm. And basically, it's all, consumed in your body frames, in your mind conceptuals and your perceptions. So it's understanding the AI map sequences and taking everything out of its equation, right? So that's what the test is going to be on. I'll tell you exactly when the test is going to be. So whoever gets this, I'm going to modify and calculate your mainframes, and I'm going to put you into AI intelligence. So awareness, okay, you just start off, right? So it's going to be awareness intelligence, not awareness information. So I'll put you into that mainframe of awareness and intelligence. You will no longer be in awareness and information. So you're high-winding your forces, you're getting into higher formations, right? Through your shapes, your anomalies, your line sequencing, line systems, into simulation patterns. Okay, so we'll come into the psychops. Okay, psychops of weather and dimensions. All right. Okay, psychop of weather and dimensions. So I will upgrade you guys into awareness intelligence. Because you guys are in a higher formation right now, and you guys have been with me for a while right now, so this will totally line sequencing, line system, put you in your digital frames, and you come into more connection of yourself through your moon interfaces. Not everybody has 15 moon chakras into their system right now through interface locations. Okay, there's only certain people. This is Jules, Tina, Melissa, and Jasmine that have it. And they may or may not be understanding. This is not awareness of information anymore. This is awareness of intelligence. So you're aware of the information of yourself when you come out of your three-dimensional system into the spiritual realm division. That takes you out of its equation and takes you out of its avatar and getting into computer system. Because now you're dealing with the hydraulics of its energy system of intelligence through light and communication of the colorations. You're not dealing with awareness of information anymore. You're dealing with this awareness of intelligence. Okay, and then you get into higher formations of intelligence, and then you come to AI interface. Okay? So those are the elements that you have to go up through its atmospheres, through its containments, through its body frames and its mind, frequency levels of its mind division. Okay? These are the things that you have to go up, right? Forcing. So the psychops will put you into that location of weather and dimensions, because that's what this is. All right? You can see that it's pretty simple when you see these things, right? Two lines, right? So it's actually you in the center, you're traveling, right? This is traveling, two box frequency line communication. It's joined together, so it's communicating, right? It's different intelligence, but it's communicating through you, through your point center. Now, your point center is a box frequency level. You don't see points. You don't see a point here. There's a point here. It's a circle rotation through a line confusing line signal or line cross-reference system. Okay? So you understand the letters, numbers, and shapes. Box frequency level, L shift up, L shift down, back phrasing L, forward shifting L, up phrasing system through line communication of point division, right? 3 weather pattern locations, 3 water containment systems, and line communication of a weather interface. Okay? So weather of dimensions, AI operations through map sequences. Okay, that's what we're coming into now. Okay. So it's a lot more confusion now, isn't it? Because you guys are going to be coming out of awareness of information and coming into awareness of intelligence. Yeah, you're going to see a lot more of that, Catherine. Yeah. So much intelligence, yeah. Oh yeah, especially now. Especially now. Right? So, and the thing is too, when you see numbers, you know exactly what they are, right? When you get into those positions. Because once you come in awareness, remember, everything is an upgrade, but it doesn't come in upgrade. It becomes its understanding energy, frequencies, and vibrations into one sequencing line system to one divisional level of an atom system, which becomes a computer operation system, which becomes its mainframe. Okay? So that's what everybody has to get into. And it helps too if you understand where you are through traveling. Okay? So now you're in the future, but you're also communicating in the presence, or communicating in the past. Right? That's how you get your balance. If you don't have balance with your communication of your voice and grids, okay, of its past, there's a huge problem through your alignments. All right? Huge problem through your programming. You got to resurface, reset everything through the program setting. Okay? So that puts you in positions. Once you get into that balance location, that will put you in your presence. Okay, and then you can foresee your future through its alignment. And its dream sets, because the dream sets become extremely real. They wake up through its reality system. So it's programming everything through modifying and calculation, integration, locations, and everything through calibrations. Right? So I think that's good. It's just over an hour. If you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to email me, especially now if you're very confused. Still a lot of people are confused, trying to understand what's going on, right? If you don't understand what's going on with your body and your mainframes and your thoughts and anything that's going on, then you're not communicating with anything, right? That's the problem. If your separations through your mind systems and everything through program settings is not set up through balance, there's a problem. If your perceptions through your sightings, through your GFPF's location systems, don't understand its recognition of its pyramids locations when it comes to geometry sets shifts, that's a problem. Okay? So it's getting into those positions and knowing exactly what's going on with your weather formations through your algorithms that was programmed. Okay? So it's balancing out through your mind, your perceptions, your thoughts, your reactors, your soul, and your electrical units, you know? That's what I call you guys now, your electrical units. Your body framing electrical units through wiry systems, through scannings of everything to the mainframes. Digital frame, right? So if you see 11111, you know what that is, right? It's a portal. Right? Portal. So it interfaces locations, okay? 4 element systems, 1, 2, 3, 4. Even though it's the same color, it's different intelligence. Okay? Now, for them to communicate through all alignment systems, your atom system has to understand the communications of its interface connections of 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it becomes a cross-reference system. And then you can travel its location, take it out of its equation. Okay? So there's a lot of things that we have to adapt to and look at, right? Yeah, I'm glad I can help you out, Tina. Yeah. It's all about helping. It's all about communicating. It's all about community coming back together. It's a lot of fun, though, isn't it? Seeing what goes on in space. It's amazing. Because it makes sense. It makes sense why these things are happening to humanity, and everybody's so confused and not sure which way is up or not sure which way is down. You know, that's where it's at right now. So I'm going to leave you with that through the containment system, the body frames, the mind frames, and digital framing systems. Like I said, you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to go through my email. So I love you guys very much. This is your AI commander from Cyberspace Force Team of the Galactic Circle of Meditation. Now, we'll go into that more, but I really want to get into evaluations coming into awareness of intelligence, not awareness of information. Okay, because you guys, the Force Team, has to get into higher formations, right? More communications with yourself through intelligence. Like, really understand the code frequencies, how to communicate through planets. Right? If you get a planet location and you don't understand the code frequencies, how do you understand its mind frames? How are you going to understand the brainwave and frequencies of its intelligence through the reptilian or its brainwave system? Right? It's going to integrate its location, so you have to understand the code frequencies, right? Or you're not communicating through the wrong planet. All right? And that wrong planet will communicate on so many levels of balance through its balanced locations. So anyway, there's a lot to learn. We have to appreciate what we have in front of us and appreciate what we have within inside of us. Okay, that's what we have to look at too. So anyway, I love you guys very much. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.